Pain insists upon being attended to. God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our consciousnesses, but shouts in our pains. It is his megaphone to rouse a deaf world. That was C.S. Lewis, and it is so true. Hello, my name is Matt Munson, and this is my wife, Krista. And maybe you have heard of prayer requests for our son, Aiden, and we are here to share his story and give you an update. October 31st of 2014 will be a day we will remember forever. Aiden was 2 years old and was playing on our kitchen floor when he began acting strange. He giggled and was behaving rather loopy. He was struggling to walk as if he were off balance. It was hard to tell if he was playing around or if it was more. So Krista took him to the ER.
When we arrived at the ER, Aiden complained that he was dizzy. And when we were registering, he said he couldn't breathe. And the moment we laid him on the hospital bed, he went into a full focal seizure. As a mother, I cannot explain the feeling of helplessness and fear that racked me watching my son, eyes unfocused, unable to breathe, and me not being able to do anything to help him. The ER doctors had Aiden transferred to the Sanford Children's Hospital in Fargo after that.
At Stanford, Aiden went under for an MRI. Waiting for the results was awful. We were expecting one doctor to come in and go over the results with us, but when a team of doctors came in and nurses, Krista and I knew something was wrong. They told us Aiden had a tumor in the right side of his brain. We got a second opinion at Mayo Clinic, and after a biopsy of the tumor, we were told that Aiden had brain cancer, grade 3.
Now, so much has happened since then. We were so prepared to do everything the doctors told us to do. But to our surprise, the doctors weren't sure what the best path to take was. They knew what they normally did for treatments and suggested a treatment protocol, but they admitted that Aiden's case was unique due to the size and location of the tumor. Today, we thank God that was the case. Because from that moment on, we knew we had to trust God and his guidance wherever that took us. We prayed like never before, and I'm not sure exactly when it happened, but there was a point where Matt and I realized that nothing we prayed for would matter at all if what we were praying for wasn't in God's will. God's will is what matters. What does he want us to learn? What does he want us to focus on? We started praying in a new way, asking for God to align our will with his, and asking for his guidance to his will in Aiden's care.
These past 3 years, God has blessed us in so many ways through this trial. Our family has grown closer to each other and to God. We are learning not to live in fear, but in the constant trust and reliance on Jesus and his promises. He has shown himself in times when we were close to losing hope, given us peace in times that doesn't make sense from a worldly perspective.
Aiden has been symptom-free for almost 2 years now. He has no treatment outside of the biopsy and what natural supplements he is given daily. I took Aiden to his most recent neurology appointment in St. Cloud to discuss his latest MRI results, which were once again no growth. The first thing the neurologist said to me was that she believed Aiden may have been misdiagnosed because it was unheard of for a grade 3 brain tumor to not grow in 2 years. After I explained that his tumor biopsy was diagnosed in 2 different pathology labs, both the Mayo Clinic and Johns Hopkins, she said, "That's impossible. A grade 3 tumor is a very nasty, very invasive thing. He should not be here with us now." She then evaluated Aiden's strength, balance, and coordination. And when she was done, she turned to me with tears in her eyes and said, "He is amazing."
We've received tremendous support from this church and the community. We want to thank you all for your prayers and ongoing encouragement. Now, we don't know how the story ends, but we are being roused by God, who is continuing to tell us to trust him, no matter what. He's continuing to show us that he is good, that his will is perfect, and above all, his love for us is constant. Thank you.